I just wanted to ask you about the process of breaking in a couple of rookie defensemen at the same time. And obviously they're playing well enough to be in your lineup, but if that can be challenging and how you manage that situation.
Well, I think both guys, if you're talking about Lagesson and Bouchard, Bouchard's got a full year in the minors. Leggy's got a few years down there, so they understand the process that they have to go through, and they understand the expectations when they get here. So, Leggy's been a guy that I've liked him for a while. He just needed an opportunity. Now he's jumped in there. He's just played really steady. He's a hard guy to play against. He's a good penalty killer, and has given us some quality minutes here. Bouchard, we had a little tougher time, getting him in the lineup because of some roster stuff and that. But he's in now, and he's played well. They're different kinds of defensemen, but both of them are bringing their attributes to our group of six back there, and have both played very well, handled the situation very well.
Just a quick two-parter. One, does Ethan Bear present himself as an option tonight? Is he available?
No, he's not.
Okay. The other one is just about changing your lineup, after wins. I know sometimes coaches don't really like doing it, but you're in a situation this year where you've got lots of fresh legs and guys that, guys that probably appear ready. Has your thought process as a coach on changing a winning lineup changed given this year?
A little bit, because you have more options. You can gear your lineup different directions and different roles. You don't have to. There's been some times when a guy maybe has an injury that you hope he can play through, but if you have a healthy guy sitting there, why not play the healthy guy? And that's going to be the case tonight a little bit. We got a couple guys dinged up, so we've got some healthy guys, so we'll put healthy bodies in and make sure we get full output from everybody.
Bob Stauffer, 6:30 Chad.
All right, Dave, I'll follow up on that. Is there further information on Zach Cassian tonight?
He'll be out tonight, and he's going to get. They're doing some more evaluations, so we'll see where it goes. But I think it's going to be a week-to-week thing for him.
Part of what you guys did last night is everybody. I mean, it was a good team win for you. Obviously, you referenced that after the game, but everybody kind of did their job and did that role. Do you like the flexibility, maybe and the expediency that you have with having that taxi squad there, that you can move guys in fairly quickly, and when you have guys that are injured and they can potentially go week to week on IR, it actually gives you some more options.
Well, it does. It's a different year because of the taxi squad, and you got guys that are anxious to play, and not that in other years guys when they're in the minors they're anxious to play, but here you've got a lot of people around, so you might as well use fresh bodies and healthy bodies, and we have the opportunity to do that this year. So we've got guys that have played well and haven't played enough, and they're looking for more opportunity. And when you have some bumps and bruises, they get that opportunity, and hopefully they make the best of it.
Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
So, Dave, with Cassian out, is Chase on the guy you come in, or are you going to use your taxi squad?
Chase will come in tonight. Yeah, he's one of the guys coming in tonight.
And on your blue line, we had Willie Lagesson on earlier, and he seems to have really gained your trust, Dave. Can you talk the importance of young players, or any player for that matter, gaining the trust of a coach, and how important that is?
Well, he gains the trust of the coaching staff by how he plays. And with Leggy, it wasn't. We didn't think Leggy was playing bad. He just didn't get the opportunity. We're looking at some different things. Now he's got the opportunity. He's jumped in there. He plays hard. He's a hard guy to play against. You watch him in front of the net. He's blocking shots. He's sometimes not the prettiest player, but he's an effective player. And he's come in. He's played 3 games now. He's got a couple of assists just by working assists, and he's given us some quality minutes. So. He's spent his time in the minors. He's waited for his opportunity, and he's jumped in, and he's played well for us now. So, give him credit. You're looking for people to jump in there and do the job and take the job and make it so they can't come out. And right now, he's put himself in that position.
Tony Brar, Oilers TV.
Dave, just reflecting on the game last night, can you talk about the contrast compared to last weekend's 2-game set against this Ottawa Senators club?
Well, the contrast last week, Ottawa came in. We got big leads in both games, and so they're different kind of games. That was a tight game last night. Both goaltenders played very well, and we wanted to play a strong, disciplined road game. I think we got that out of our team. And when you do that, you're looking for a couple opportunities to capitalize. And Ennis got a big goal for us in the third to push the game along. So, I thought our group played well last night. We're going to have to back it up again tonight. But last week the games were. The game changes when I think we were up 5-1 and 4-1 or something like that in the games last week. So that changes the game. It opens the game up a little bit. And last night's game was a tight checking game that I'm glad we found a way to win.
Sometimes with a young team like Ottawa Senators have, you'll get a different look and a different almost game plan. Sometimes it's a little bit more erratic. Sometimes a little bit more conservative. How does that change your approach to the game as a team?
I worry about what our team's doing, not what their team's doing. So it doesn't change my approach at all. We have a certain way we want to play. That's what we talk about. We don't talk about how the other team plays.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
We've talked about Lagesson on defense. What have you liked from Kara in the last 2 games, and is his concern for you consistency? You have seen it over the past while. When he plays well, you look at him and go, oh, good. But then he has trouble keeping that consistency up. Is that something that you have to be on him about all the time?
No, I mean, there's players all want to play well all the time. Sometimes it's they don't get enough opportunity to play well, and sometimes they, I used to have a saying, the game doesn't let you be good. There's different ways the game goes. If you're chasing a game, JJ gets less opportunity. Last night it was a tight checking game. I thought his line was doing a really good job, so they got more opportunity. So last couple of games he's got more opportunity and he's played well. And when he gets the opportunity and plays well, that's when he can be an effective player, and that's what he's done the last couple of games.
And with Cassian getting hurt, is that just a byproduct of when you have a fight with somebody?
Yeah, it's an unfortunate injury. I mean, you can get hurt by hit with a shot. You can get hurt in a fight. I mean, injuries happen in hockey. Always, not just all different ways, not just fighting.
Jack Michaels, 6:30 Chad.
Dave, just taking a look at the uniqueness of this year, some of your players have said they kind of like the travel schedule, would like to see it moving forward. I'm just curious, from your perspective, the taxi squad, are there things you like about the taxi squad enough to, dare I say, wish that maybe an element is incorporated in seasons moving forward?
Well, it's a different way than it's ever been done before, and you have a lot of extra bodies around. But with the condensed schedule, you almost need it. So it's if we were in a situation where if our farm team was in the same location or close by, then maybe you'd tweak it a little bit. But this year is not normal, so it's come in handy. And right now we've got some bumps and bruises. You got guys that are anxious to come and play, and they still feel like they're a part of the team, but they'd like to contribute more, so they're anxious to get in. So that part of it has been good for us. There's times when your team, you'd like to get in more rhythm, and that keeps those guys out, which is frustrating for them. But for the most part this year, with the condensed schedule, the taxi squad's been a good thing for us.
And is there a different level of satisfaction when you wear a team down slowly over the course of the game like you did last night, as opposed to, blitzing them with, as you pointed out, 5 goals last week? Is there a different satisfaction amongst the players and coaches getting it done that way?
As long as you win, the same satisfaction. You're looking to win. There's different ways to win. There's, depending on how the game goes, whether it's penalties or, you get a goalie that's really strong or doesn't have a good night. I mean, there's a lot of different factors that come into play, but ultimately, at the end of the day, if you win, then the feeling is the same.
Final questions. Jason Greger, TSN 1260.
Dave, I know what the numbers always say, but part of coaching is playing a hunch sometimes too. When Mike Smith plays as well as he does last night, was there any thought to, or is there a thought of him to go again tonight, or are you going to kind of play the stats and go with Koskinen?
Because of Schmidt's first game, his first game since the summer, throwing him into a back-to-back right now, I don't think that's fair to him. Koskinen's got some rest, so Koskinen will go tonight, and then we'll reevaluate for Montreal.
And with Ethan Bear, is this concussion related? Because it looked like he got hit when he was on the bench by a puck. Is that part of this for him? Because he was skating, I know, before you guys left on the trip.
Yeah, he's still skating. He's just day-to-day, just unfit to play right now, and hopefully he'll be back soon.